Hello guys. Well, you know the title. Let's get on with it. Okay. So the first thing you need to do into getting a train, well, of course, you're gonna need all of the items that are shown in this chest right here. These blocks are the important blocks, and these blocks are the blocks that you need for the train. Now, of course, we need a train track because without a train track, there is no train. And we're gonna need a blaze burner, a train door, or just any type of door. It's your choice. And also we need train controls for this. We also need super glue. And for the important blocks, we're gonna need train station, train casing, and a seat so we don't fall off. Alright, now, the hardest part of the crate mod is, the crate mod. It's really hard to understand. But there are also some other hard things, including the train track. This piece of track is very hard to understand because you cannot bend it in the way you want it to bend. It can turn too sharp, can turn to 90 degrees. And yeah, there's a lot more signs. There's a lot more red signs. That red sign can only turn up to 90 degrees. Yeah, there's more of that. There's more of those. But then if it's green, then you're supposed to connect it. It can connect like this. Oh, sorry, like that. It can connect like that. So usually I'm gonna teach you on how to make this way more easier for you. So how you clearly do this is actually pretty easy and really realistic. So first off, the track needs to be really far. The more farther, the more easier it is to bend. Just like this. You snail, get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Oh, rip snail. Anyways. So yeah. This is how you bend. Normally, you can't bend at one of these points. So if I wanted to make a circle, which then, I can, but then it's not like this. Oh, I ruined it. Okay, over here. We also have another trick into making this way more easier. And it's by turning the way you want, except it has to be way more farther. Kind of like, how block is this? Up to 7 blocks, I think. So up to 7 blocks, it should be fine. Yeah, here. Actually, it's 9 blocks. But still. So in up to 9 blocks, you can able to bend the track easily like this. And it's like the hardest part of this add-on. Oh, sorry. It's the hardest part of this add-on. Turning train tracks are really hard. And so I'm gonna make this simple whatsoever. You can also do some pretty fun things with it. Not only you can create a turning train track, but you can also make it go upwards. It's by creating a staircase. The staircase needs to be like this so it can work. And I think about 3 blocks, remove any train track up to 3 blocks so I can make it go up. Yep. If you want to, like, you know, stop, then you can just do this. Sorry. Oops, sorry. Wait. Yep. Oh, and by the way, there's also another trick for this. As you can see, I can bend it in any way as long as it's at 9 blocks. And once you see this green area pop up, then that's the area which you can connect the railway into. So, yeah, it can connect in that area only. Not in the red areas. You cannot connect in the red areas. Over here, you see? There's that red area in my right side, and when I turn right, I can connect it. So yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty realistic, and at the same time, it's pretty hard. So yeah, this is why I'm teaching you this. And tell me, this is only where you make your first train track. But then making the train itself is gonna be very easy, don't worry. I'm gonna tell you later. But right now we need to focus on the train track. Because without the train track, then there is no train. Because of course, why not? Because of course. What the heck? What the heck? What is happening? Hold up. Ah, yes. How clearly, no brain I am. So, yeah. How I said how realistic this mod was it was really realistic. Even how the physics even work at this game. You see, when a slope is really diagonal, you know, like slanted, when it's really slanted, and then it's really gonna go down really fast or up. And so this game managed to do that kind of physics. And so what I did earlier was, you know, pretty illogic. It's supposed to like, and it's supposed to like do this, so it can go in a straight line smoothly. You know, the physics in this game is really confusing and really hard, but I'm gonna make it simple. I do anything for you. So yeah, it's kind of a big impact. You know how roller coasters, every time roller coasters go down, there's like that big drop, but then at the big drop, there's like this really intense U. Like this really bented U. Yeah, it's because it's really, the physics on this game is really too hyper realistic. It might be even real life now. Okay. So on how you actually do this is you need to build this very smoothly until it ends up being like this. An actual real life train track kind of. So yeah, this mod pack is pretty cool. Okay, it's bent it. I hope you guys even learned something, you know. Not only you guys are just watching, but I hope you guys even learned something. Maybe even comment on the video if you did also learn something. Okay, so here's the part where you need to create yourself your very own train station. So yeah, like that. Let's try that. I'm being unplightful. Okay. So over here, there's this arrow and there's this wall over here. This indicates of where the train is going. So, remember this. Always remember this. You need the arrow to face the direction in which your train is going to go, or in which the direction that you want the train to go. So in this case, I want the train to go there, but not here, because I want this to be the back. Now, how the train goes back. So I guess I'm gonna put the train here. Okay, so once you've done that, you can just right click on the the target on this arrow, and once you've done right clicking, you can just go and place this train station anywhere. Like anywhere, over here, over there, but I like to place it over here. Now, what you need to do is right click on this train station, and there we go. Boom. We've created a train station. And now, in this case, you can also rename your train station. So, in this case, you can just name it YouTube Station for no legitimate reason. And then once you're done, just hit enter. Always remember that. And then once you've done naming, you can now proceed to click on this tab called Create New Train. And there you go. But then you see there's no bogies. So after you read this, use train casing on the highlighted tracks to create bogies. Remove bogies by breaking the top of the block. Build carriages attached to 1 or 2 bogies each. Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, it's talking about this highlighted blue part. So what you need to do is you need to place this train casing, which I showed you earlier in the chest, which is really, really important. So you actually really need this. Here. And if you want to place more, you can place more. But then on this case, let's just place 2. Maybe 2. Yeah, just 2. We can also build, we can also if you don't want them to connect, then just build like that. Just connect them if you don't want them to connect with the others. But then, if you don't want them to connect with the others, then just don't. The train will automatically connect these parts, but it will not place a block. It will actually, just create a little rope in the middle, and all these circles, which I mean, they'll put a rope in here. So yeah, like that. You can build up to 10 bogies, or up to where the end of your train track is. Yes. So you can build up with no limit or whatsoever. I think there's a limit. I don't think there's a limit. Is there a limit, guys? I don't think there's a limit. But still, you can build up pretty much to the limit in which the blue box are indicating. So you can build up to pretty much over here. But then we don't want a really long train. I don't want to confuse you. Alright. So this is gonna be our... Good. Okay. So this is gonna be our train. Okay. So what you need is you're gonna need a train controls. Remember, you need train controls. You can just search them up. Train controls. Just search train and then you can check it. I don't want it. Okay, good. You can just search train and then there you go. There's like a lot of train things. Let's not focus on that. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to place these train controls in the front of your train. And then what you need to do is you need to put a blaze burner next to it. Not here or here. You need to face, it needs to face this way. So yeah. Hello, little buddy. And now we're gonna need a seat, of course. And because of that, we might fall because we don't have a wall yet. But then later on, we're gonna have a wall. Because I'm gonna show you the train that I just built. You know, the latest train that I just built. Okay, so now this is gonna be our first train. And remember, you need to put train controls in the front, and then you need to put the blaze burner facing into the train controls. And why do you exactly need the blaze burner, Vivinex? Well, it's because this little blaze burner, hello little buddy, you're gonna be our new train, what do you call that? Train driver, yes. This is gonna be our new train driver. Instead of being us, this blaze burner is gonna be our new, like, you know, automated train driver, you know, or automated train driver. But if you want yourself to just control the train, then you can just get rid of him. But then, if you wanna automate your train, then go ahead and place him. But let's just place him, you know. So you can do either both ways. Either not use him and use him. Okay, so once that is done, all you need to do is just super glue them. You need to super glue all the blocks that you attached in the bogies. And because of that, if you don't know what the bogie is, then this is the bogie. This car over here is not a car, it's a bogie. But still, they're called bogies. Let's just attach this. Remember, the train controls need to be attached. They need to be attached in the train whatsoever. Like, even though you already attached them, you need to attach them still. And then once you're done gluing everything, you can just right click on the train station and then click assemble train. That's bogie tree. Oh, not bogie tree. What you? Oh, I forgot they need structures. Wait. Wrong one. Oh god. Wait, I made a great mistake. I forgot to glue all of them. So yeah, I make mistakes also. You need to remember to glue all the blocks that you attached on the bogie, or else they will just leave when you try to like, you know, drive. When you drive, then all the parts that you then glued in will just stay in the spot which you know, you might get mad. So just please remember that. And then after you've double checked and glued everything, you can now proceed to assemble the train. And now over here, you can also rename this at this point. You can also name our station. You can just ride. Anyways, so yeah, so this is it. Okay, so if you see that this Blaze is grown up, he just went from a little guy and now he's a big boy. And as you see that everything is lightened up, it's much more brighter than usual. And then you see that your Blaze buddy grew up, then it means that it worked and everything completely went fine and nothing went wrong. Now just please remember to glue all the parts, including the train controls. Don't forget the train controls. You can still interact with the blocks even though you can't like, you know, destroy the blocks. Look, see? I'm trying. You can't even destroy the blocks. They're ghosts. They're powerful. You can touch them, but you can't break them. And you can still interact with them, of course. So yeah. Your train can look besides this. You can build up your limits and you can look your train into an actual train. But then just remember, need to glue everything that you placed on that train. So yeah, just remember to glue everything on that train. And just please don't get mad at me. Okay, here we go. Let's go drive this train. Woo! It's so fun. Here we go. Here we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oopsie daisy. As you can see down below, it says hold space to approach YouTube station if you're too lazy. So yeah. But if you want to add more parts, then you can just go back to the station and click the symbol train. And then once you've done adding the parts, then you can go assemble it again. Just remember to glue them, of course. Alright? The next step is about going into other stations. Let's see. Oh, wait, forgot. I have to tell you something. So, about that, the train in the station which you are going needs to be facing after the train went in the station, you know. You see over here, I'm facing this way because if the train went here and it's facing this way, as I said, this wall indicates of where the train is going, then it will go back and it will do that forever. And so preventing that is by changing it. It needs to be facing in the way which it needs to be facing. So yeah. Hold on. Typical neighbors. Anyways, so as I was saying, afterwards the train is going. Like when the train gets here, it will go in the way which the arrow is directing. I mean, which the arrow is like facing, you know. And it will go in that direction. Now please, just look out for this mistake. I always make this mistake, so just please. And by the way, you can also put your train track anywhere. You can go at the changing, like at these changing tracks, like the bended tracks, the tracks that are bending, you know, the bended tracks. You can put them almost anywhere, except grass, and except on any block, every block. You can only put them on train tracks, of course. So yeah, once you've done that, all you need to do is just name your station. Fun land. Yes. And always hit enter. And once you've done that, don't create new train. Just press this check button. This check tab. You know, so like you just check. After that, you gotta go press this check tab on the corner. And after that, well, let's just see that we need to add one more item. And it's a train schedule. As you see, the train schedule. Right click on this on air, and then you'll be able to schedule your show. Now, this is the part where you need to listen. So over here, there's a lot of buttons, but just mind those. There's this thing called add action. Of course, press that. Travel to station, update to schedule title, or others. There's way more. And over here is, you know, where you have to like to your destination, of course. And I made many train stations because I fell in love with this mod so much. And so let's just go YouTube station. Remember, you always need to put the first train station that you first created, and then you can proceed to any one of those stations that you created, like 2 or 3 or 4 or more. So after you've done that, you can now just press this check tab on the corner, and then over here we can wait for 5 seconds. You can left click to edit it, the schedule delay, and then there's etc. I'm not reading all of those. There's also ticks, seconds, and minutes, and we can also modify our number. You can also shift to scroll faster. But then I only want it for 10 seconds. Now, this part is where your destination is gonna go. Now, this is the current station, and now the next station is gonna be the station where we're gonna go. That's over here. We can go to any station that you just created. And of course, when you pick the current one, it's gonna go to the current stations. But if you pick like the old ones, it's gonna go to the old stations that you created. Years, months, even weeks, even days. And I'm not talking about real days. You know, I'm not talking about real life days. I'm talking about real Minecraft days. Okay. So over here goes to Funland, because that's what I named it, of course. That's what I named my destination to be. And now after that, you can just hit this tab. Just go to 10 seconds. And then once you're done, you can just hit this. But then, there's this thing called loop forever. You can turn it on or off. This white symbol indicates that it's on, and when there's no white wall or this white thing, then it indicates that it's off and it will not loop. And if you don't know what loop means, then it means the schedule starts over when completed. It's already in the name. I mean, it's already in the thing, you know. And of course, we want that on. And then once you're done planning your schedule, you can just hit that. And how you actually do this is by right-clicking on the blaze. After you do that, right-click the train schedule on the blaze. And the blaze is going to be following the schedule. This may take a very long time. It's just because it's waiting for 10 seconds. Okay, let's go! Woo! It's so fun. Let's stop. And also, by the way, this is what I'm talking about. This rope thing. Yes, this rope. I'm getting pushed. Oh, what the heck? So, yeah. Anyways, that's about it for my tutorial for this train mod, aka Docker 8 mod. Very confusing. So I hope you listened, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you, learned a valuable lesson today. Oh, and by the way, I want to show you, my hyper-realistic train over here. I fell in love with this mod so much. This is the train which I fell in love. God, I love this train. I created this train. It has 3 cargoes, 1 water, lava, and milk. It has 2 sitting points. Actually, I think even there's 3 sitting points. Alright, if you're wondering what this thing back here is, just only a storage room. It's where drivers sit. And yes, I love this train. It even has its own steam whistle. If you want this, then just get yourself a fluid tank, and then a fluid pipe. Connect those. There's no limit into your fluid pipe thing, so you can create it up to almost that high, but not that too high. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. This is the end of my tutorial. I just want to show you my train and teach you. Okay, so that's about it. Bye bye, see you later. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next time. BVNext is out. God, that took a while.